Today's topic is electrostatic potential due to a dipole at axial point and at equatorial point. As you know, the dipole is a system of two charges separated by a distance. So, before finding the electrostatic potential due to a dipole, let us understand the resultant electrostatic potential due to a system of charges. Now, potential due to a system of charges. For this, consider a system of charges q1, q2, q3, qn with position vectors r1, r2, r3 up to rn relative to some origin as shown in the figure. Now, the potential V1 at point P due to the charge Q1 will be given by the expression V1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon R1P, where R1P is the distance between Q1 and P. Similarly, the potential V2 at point P due to charge Q2 and V3 due to charge Q3 are given by V2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon R2P, V3 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q3 upon R3P, where R2P and R3P are the distances of P from charges Q2 and Q3 respectively, and so on for the potential due to other charges. By the superposition principle, the potential V at point P due to the total charge configuration is the algebraic sum of the potentials due to the individual charges. Therefore, the resultant potential V will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 and so on. So, to find the potential due to a system of charges, simply we will calculate the potential due to individual charges at that particular point, and then we will add on. Now, using the potential due to a system of charges, let us calculate the electric potential due to a dipole. That means that we are deriving an expression for the potential at a point along the axial line of a short dipole. The axis of a dipole is the line joining the two charges minus q and plus q. So here AB is the axis of the dipole. Point P is along the axis AB. So it is called an axial point. So in the figure, it is clear that electric dipole consisting of the two charges minus q and plus q and separated by a small distance 2a, and P is the point on its axis at a distance r from its center O. So the point P is at a distance r plus a from minus q charge, and the distance of plus q charge from the point P is r minus a. So using these distances AP and BP, we will calculate the total potential at point P. So electric potential at point P due to the dipole is V is equal to V1 plus V2. Why V1 plus V2? Because of the superposition principle. So we will calculate V1, the potential due to negative charge at point P, and V2, potential due to positive charge at point P. Since the distance of the negative charge Q is AP from point P, so V1 is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q upon AP, and V2 is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon BP. Now put the values of AP and BP. Here you have to keep in mind that since we are calculating the potential, and potential is a scalar quantity, so we put the value of charge Q with its sign. The same thing when we calculate the electric field, Then since electric field is a vector quantity, so there we do not put the value of the charge with sign. Here we simply put the magnitude, and then the negative sign or the positive sign tells us the direction of the electric field. Here potential is a scalar quantity, so always keep in mind that whenever you are calculating the potential, then charge should be written along with its sign, as previously also I told you. So here the total potential V is equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R plus A plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R minus A. Mathematically simplify it using your prior knowledge of mathematics. Step by step simplify, and you will get the final result equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q into 2A upon R square minus A square. Here Q into 2A, that is charge, and the distance between the two charges is equal to the dipole moment, as it is explained in the previously from in first chapter. The dipole moment of an electric dipole is given by the product of either charge and the distance between the two charges. So here in place of Q into 2A we can put P. So replacing Q into 2A by P, the expression for the resultant potential V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square minus A square. Now for a short dipole. Short dipole means when the distance between the two charges is very small in comparison to the point of observation. Here point of observation is at a distance R, and the distance between the two charges is 2A. So 2A, or we say that A square is very less than R square, then we can neglect A square in comparison to R square, and the resultant potential will become 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square. So this is the expression for the electric potential due to a short dipole at its axial point. Now we will calculate electric potential at an equatorial point of a dipole. Now what do you mean by the equatorial point? Equatorial point means the point on a line which is perpendicular bisector of the axis of the dipole. Here AB is the axis of the dipole, O is its midpoint. So if we draw a perpendicular from point O joining the point P, then OP is the equatorial line. Then at any point on this equatorial line is known as the equatorial point. So electric potential at an equatorial point P of an electric dipole, this we have to calculate. As shown in the figure, that P is at point on the perpendicular bisector of the dipole at a distance R from its center. So again, as using the principle of superposition, the resultant potential V at point P will be V1 plus V2, and V1 is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q upon AP plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon BP. The difference is only that here the value of AP and BP will be different than the actual point. Here AP will be equal to under root R square plus A square. I think under root R square plus A square, it is very easy to understand, as AOP is a right triangle. Using the prior knowledge of mathematics, that is Pythagoras theorem, in a right triangle the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the square of perpendicular and base. So AP is equal to under root R square plus A square. Similarly, PB is also equal to under root R square plus A square. So resultant potential V is equal to, from mathematics we can calculate, is equal to 0. So at any point on the perpendicular bisector of the dipole, the electric potential will be 0. At all points the potential will be 0, while at axial point its value is not equal to 0. Thank you.